Hey everybody, what's going on? Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to try out the signals that are already built into Pocket Option. And they're right over here on the right side of the interface. We've got the trades button right here, but if you look right underneath that, we have another button called signals. Now, maybe you've seen this before, or maybe you've kind of been scared to click on these buttons, and I totally understand. And when I first saw these, I'm like, what the heck is copy signal? What the heck does that mean? I've got a little countdown over here. I've got all these arrows going up and down and stuff. I just really had no idea what the heck this was. And I haven't tried these signals, and it's been over a year now. But today I've decided to revisit and let's try this out with some really good money management, because I don't really think you're going to be successful with this at all unless you have the money management in place, because we really don't even need a strategy. Pocket Option is going to take care of the strategy for us. Pocket Option is going to determine if it's a buy or a sell. Now, there's lots of controversy whether or not that this even works. Is Pocket Option just trying to get more money out of us and all this stuff? But guys, I heard that Pocket Option is utilizing all of the indicators and market data that's available to determine if it's a buy or a sell. And they're also letting you know how long you have left to take the signal. So there's a little countdown over here just above these buttons. And then you also have another little readout here that shows you how long the signal has been posted, but also over here, how many times the signal has been copied by other Pocket Option users. So maybe kind of like social proof, if you see more traders copying a signal, would that necessarily mean that the signal, maybe it's better, or if it's going to be more accurate? We really don't know. But there's another thing that I want to share with you. And if you look at these arrows, you will notice that some arrows, you'll have, or some signals only have one arrow either pointing up or down. And then you'll have some signals that are showing two arrows. Well, from what I was told, the signals with only one arrow are not as accurate, or the strength and the accuracy of the signal is just not as strong as a signal with two arrows. So if you're looking for something maybe possibly a little bit more accurate, then I would want to select only the signals with the double arrows. And you can see that we've got quite a few of these going down the list. Now, there's always going to be signals for almost every single asset inside of Pocket Option. If you look over here, I've got OddCAD currently selected. So of course, if I have that asset selected for the chart, then that's the only signals that I'm going to get over here on the signals list. Now, if I change the asset, let's say we go down to CAD Frank or something like that. Now you can see all the signals update with CAD Frank, okay? Another good thing is that Pocket Option doesn't decide how much to trade with. This is still something for you to enter over here inside of the amount box. So of course, if I enter in for whatever dollars that I have, so let's just say we enter in $5, then $5 will be updated and only be used when you take these signals. So it's not going to use any more, any less. You get the control. You have full control on the amount that's going to be used every time you copy a signal. So that's good. So you do have some control here. And the good news is that because of that, we can use our own money management. The trade manager is deciding how much to trade with, not Pocket Option. So we can still take these signals. And even if they don't all win all the time, we can still come out in profit. So let's just take some signals here. But before we can click on these signals, we must know the exact trade amounts that we're going to use. And so we use the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. Now, this is a trade manager that's available to all of the VIP members that are a part of my private group, okay? I don't give this out for free, guys. This is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations that allows you to win even if you have some losses. There's an advanced algorithm behind this. It's just incredible what it can do. It's fully customizable. You can come in here and change the settings and choose your own risk level. That's what makes this really, really powerful. We must use the trade amounts that the trade manager gives us right over here on this column over here on the left. So now I've entered in my initial capital, so it knows how much money that I have inside a pocket option. Then for the settings, how many trades and how many win trades. Let's take a look here. Underneath the trade column, it says the first trade must be $2. So we don't have to guess what the amount's going to be. We just follow what the trade manager says. And this is just going to make our life so much easier. All right, guys, I'm a little nervous, but we're going to take some trades here, or take some, we're going to copy some signals anyway, and kind of take trades at the same time. So what I'm going to do is just kind of look through here, and I'm going to choose one that has a little bit more strength to it, maybe 2 arrows instead of 1. So let's go ahead, and this one's been copied 214 times. And so let me go ahead and click on, let's click on this one right here. So CAD CHF, which is what we're trading with. And I'm going to click on copy signal. Here we go, guys. Boom. So I clicked on copy signal. It immediately entered the market with about a 1-minute expiry. So Pocket Option chooses the expiry for you when it comes to the copy signals. It's going to override whatever you have up in this box right here. So just keep that in mind. But here we go, guys. What's it going to be? We just really don't know. Go ahead and zoom in here. It kind of reminds me of the AI trading button. Might even be just a little bit similar. I would say the AI trading button is kind of like a coin toss. You really don't know. It doesn't look like this is going to work out. So guys, okay, so that's an L. So, but what do we do if we have an L? So what I'll do is come over here and just enter in L, and then the trade manager will give me the amount for the next trade. And it's very important that I follow these numbers to the T. They must be exact in order for these calculations to work properly. So the next trade amount's 417. So let's just go back over here. I'll enter in 417. And then you can see all the signals over here update with 417. Look at that. And from here, we can do, well, we can even change the asset if we want to. So maybe we just don't like the chart and we want to change the chart to maybe something like this. So now we're working with Odd CAD over here. So let's just choose something here. What do we got? So this one, it's got about, okay, that dropped off there. Not sure why that happened. This one's been copied 86 times and it's been out for about 1 minute here. Let me go, or it's got, it's got 1 minute left. Let's choose, I don't want to make this too long of a signal. Let's go ahead and take this one right here. All right, the trade has been copied and that's going to be a buy with a 1 minute expiry. Awesome. So we'll just go ahead and set tight. And I kind of wanted to click on these other ones, but I just don't know if I want to wait 5 minutes. Of course, I guess I could edit the video while we wait for that to work out. But we've got about 29 more seconds to go. 26 more seconds before we see if this is going to be a win or a loss. And kind of going sideways here. It looks like it's trying to break out. But, okay, so it's going against us. And it is what it is, guys. Just wanted to test this out for you today. We're not going to win them all. Using real money here for you guys. And that's an L. So let's come over here, mark it with an L. Let's take the next trade. The next amount is 870. So let's come over here and enter in 870. There we go. And let's choose something else here. What do we got? So even though I'm not entirely happy with the chart, you know, I mean, this one looks a little bit better. I don't want this to be a really, really long signal. I don't know, guys. Let's choose, maybe it's better to choose something with a little bit more time to it. Oh, wow. These are completing very quickly, and they keep appearing and disappearing. Let's try this one right here. Okay, so the trade has been opened, and this one's a little bit longer. So it was around the 4-minute mark. So it's counting down from about 4 minutes. That's how much time we have left. And we're taking a sell. So I don't really need to touch the buy and sell buttons over here that we normally use. Pocket options just going to handle all that for us. All right, looking pretty good so far. But this could definitely go against us there. Look at that. So a little bit of a reversal there. Now we've got about 3 minutes and 23 seconds to see if this is going to turn around and go in our favor. So what I'll do is just pause the video real quick, and I'll be right back when we get closer to the result of this trade. All right, guys, we're back, and we've got about 55 seconds here, 51 seconds left to see if this is going to turn out in our favor. And at this point, it seems pretty random. Again, it's been a long time since I've used these copy signal buttons. So we really don't know what it's going to do. This is all up to pocket option here. We got about 24 seconds to go. Try to zoom in here a little bit for you guys. Hopefully we'll get a win here, but if we don't, is what it is. We'll just keep trading. And we got about 8 seconds to go. Looks like it's moving pretty quick and up and down. 2 more seconds. What's it going to be? Okay, so we've got a win. Now, once we get a win, we mark it with a W, and then it says that the session has ended. But why has the session ended so quickly? Well, the reason is because for the win trades that we've selected, we only need to win just one. 1 out of 8. And when that happens, I can click on the new session button to clear everything out. It will log the trade for me, mark 1 session completed over here, and then I can continue. It'll also update the initial capital to match the capital that I have inside of pocket option. So that's kind of cool too. But let's go ahead. The first trade amount, again, we go right back down to $2. And I don't think I have to put the zeros, just the number 2 should work just fine. Now we can change the chart, guys, to something else. That last trade took a little while, so I'm probably going to choose something a little bit faster this time. Let's try odd New Zealand. And I'm going to look over here and take, let's just see here. This one up here's kind of got my attention, but yep, let's go ahead and take it. All right, so we've entered a long or a buy and a little bit under 1 minute. So we've got 36 seconds left and getting a nice rejection here off of this level. Let's see if we can maintain that. And yeah, looks like it's going down. It's really kind of moving very rapidly back and forth. So we really don't know what's going to happen here, guys. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. So 12 more seconds, 10 more seconds to go. Pretty far away from our entry here, but you never know at the last second. It could come back. 1 more second to go, and there it is. And that was close. That was very close. So if we have a win, or the first one is a win, that's great because the session is just already completed immediately. And then we can go ahead and enter the next trade amount. It's going to be 201. So the trade amounts are getting larger and larger. As our initial capital grows, well, so do the trade amounts. So that's good. 201. And just going to go ahead and put that in. Okay. So we can stay on the same chart. I can take another trade here. Let's just, how about this double arrow? 2-minute expiry. Just went ahead and entered that with a nice rejection immediately after I entered that. So that's cool. And we'll just go ahead and sit tight here, wait for this to work out. All right, so it's looking pretty nice so far, but this price could easily come up to our entry and even surpass that, especially if it's looks like we're kind of going sideways here. So overall upward trend. So it could come back and zap us out, but we've got about 55 more seconds to go. All right, guys, what's it going to be? So we've got 23 more seconds to go. Looks like it's hanging out underneath my entry. Still not in the clear yet. It's getting closer. There it is. Look at that. Okay, this is going to be close. As long as it keeps rejecting there. 8 more seconds to go. Come on, pocket option. Let's do it. 1 more second, and there it is. So we've got another one. And let's go ahead and make a new session. Again, $665.23. And with a trade amount 202 now. So we get to just bump this up a penny. And because we're compounding our account, which is kind of cool, that's exactly what we want to do. And we can change the chart, guys. We can just stay here. Let's try odd USD. And let's choose another one here. Let's take this one right here. Don't want to think about it too much or get wrapped up into all the stuff that the signal says, how many traders have copied it, or what the arrows are trying to tell me. Really, for this video, I want to choose something that's going to complete much faster. So I'd say anything under 2 minutes kind of sounds like the speed that we want to do. It's went against us here a lot, but we still got, a little over 1 minute left on the expiry. All right, so we've got 23 more seconds to go, and it's not going in our favor here. So we're pretty far away from the entry. So I don't know, guys, unless this makes a good turnaround, might be another L, and that's fine. We'll continue to trade. 5 more seconds to go. All right, so there we go. We got an L. Let's mark it with an L. Enter the next trade amount, which is 421. Great. And I will take another trade here. Let's see what we got. If I don't see one that I like, or if I don't like the time or the expiry on that, we can just go ahead and wait here for a second and see if pocket option gives us another signal, something that will work out for us a little bit better. If we stand by here, we should see something. Don't know if I change the chart, will that make any difference? A little bit. There we go. So I guess I could change the chart and look for, there was one right there. Let's take that one. 1 minute and 8 seconds for this expiry. Okay, so let's go ahead and wait this out. All right, so far so good, but we're still not in the clear. About 30 seconds left. Come on, pocket option. Let's see this work out so we can complete this session. 20 more seconds to go. Looking good, guys. 13 more seconds. It's a good ways away from our entry right now. We've got 3 more seconds to go, and there it is. So that is a win. Let's go ahead and mark that with a win. Click on new session. That's another session completed. So the final verdict, guys, is it seems, for me anyway, it seems very similar to the AI trading button up here. You really just don't know what it's doing. It could be very random. And usually, typically I find that with the AI trading button, I get about a 50-50, a 50% win rate. So it's almost like a coin toss. And I'm kind of feeling like the signals over here are very similar in the same way. And so the best thing to do is just to choose a strategy or keep practicing the strategy that you find that you enjoy the most and just stick to that one strategy. But for this video, I think it was pretty fun. But it's not something that I would really trade with large amounts of money. Like they say, don't trade with more than you're willing to lose. But hey guys, we had fun. Those are my results. Wanted to share that with you and show you how that works. Try it out. I'll leave a link below if you guys want to get the Trade Manager. We've got a lot of members that love using it. We have a number of different testimonials and screenshots of incredible results from a lot of our members. So I'll leave a link down below. You guys can go over to the website and check it out. That's it for today. Wish you all the best. Thanks for coming out and watching the video. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.